Dolphin Stadium, built in 1987, will play host for what should be a great matchup between Tampa Bay and Miami. We'll now go to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for our call. Guys?
We couldn't have asked for a better day for football as we get ready for today's game. Welcome, everyone. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth here with a call. Again, fields it at the 3. We're just about ready for the opening kickoff. Let's take it down to the field. That might be holding. Let's see what the official's call is on the field.
By the receiving team.
It looked like he got a handful of jersey on that one.
Well, you hold with your hands, but more often than not, holding is created by not moving your feet. There, clearly, he didn't get his feet in position, so he had no choice but to hold.
McCown hands off to the left. And he's hammered at the 22. They pick up 2 yards. That'll bring up second down. From their own 22-yard line. Brown is the deep back as they line up in the I. And it looked like they jumped early.
False start, offense.
The offense is moving in the wrong direction after that.
And you try to keep your offense on schedule. Anytime you take a penalty, it's just so much harder to pick up a first down.
Miami sends a man in motion to the left. He's looking to throw. Throws on the run. Huge hit. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play.
Yeah, really a nice route that time. One of the keys to playing wide receiver is the ability to not only get into cuts, but to get out of the cuts. That time, very explosive coming out of that cut, and it made the difference.
Fakes to the back. Brings this one in. Great job to haul in that first down pass.
This team is just so good at executing those short, quick passes and picking up first downs and keeping drives alive.
Miami comes out with 3 receivers in a single back formation. Looks to pass. All kinds of pressure. Completed. What an open field tackle. And another connection that goes for good yardage.
And we really see the trust that is developing between this receiver and the quarterback. That if the quarterback has confidence that you're going to be where he thinks you're going to be, he will throw it to you more often than he'll throw it to somebody else.
Into traffic, and it's picked off. He's dropped at the 47-yard line. What a big-time play. I can't believe he hung on to it.
Well, we're going to have to quit using that old cliche about cornerbacks and defensive backs not being able to catch the football. That was some play that time.
It appears someone jumped early.
Full start, offense.
And he definitely moved on that one.
And it's so embarrassing to jump off sides for an offensive player because you know the snap count. But I swear there's so many things going through your mind, especially if the guy across from you is beating you in the head all day. Sometimes you just forget.
Garcia looking to throw on first down. Makes the reception. Excellent open field tackle. 1 yard on the play. A second and long situation here. They line up in a one-back set. Graham on the inside handoff. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. Graham gets around 3 on that halfback draw. Here's a look at the key playmakers on the Buccaneers offense. The Dolphins bring in their dime package. He drops back. Short throw to the left. Brought down at midfield. They complete the pass, but it won't be enough for the first.
Yeah, that's one of those balls that looks good in the stats for the quarterback because he gets a completion, but for this offense, it's going to bring up fourth down. Huge play defensively to make that stop.
Punts it. It'll go out at the 28. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. He throws right. Can't complete it. Fasano was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. They line up at the 28. The backfield is in the offset I formation.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Watch the draw.
He fakes it. Broken up. The defender got there in time to break that play up.
He did. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but if he had missed that one might have turned into a really big play.
Touch! 48! 48! Come on. Touch!
Looking to throw. Rifles it out there. Can't connect on the pass. The quarterback just had too much velocity on the ball. The receiver couldn't catch up.
And when you throw a football that hard, it just leaves no margin for error because there's no room for the wide receiver to make an adjustment.
Gets it away cleanly. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 48. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Give to the tailback. Cuts back and he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup that time.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
They'll give it off here. He's tackled at about the 33-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. From the 34-yard line. Garcia is under center. I formation behind him. Again with the run. And they get him about the 25-yard line. A gain of around 7 for the back. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Fullback straight ahead. Brought down at the 22-yard line. It looked like the defense got caught a little off guard by the fullback getting the ball.
Fullbacks pounding the ball up the middle has become a lost art in the National Football League. But when you see how it can gouge a defense and pick up a first down, it makes that offensive coordinator want to think about him a little more often.
Tackled at the 14. About 8 yards there. That brings up second down. They line up at the 14. 2 tight ends here. He lost it. Crowder grabs it up. And that was not a good time for a fumble.
Well, there's really never a good time for a fumble, but you can tell that he just got sloppy with that football. He broke down on his fundamentals, and he gave it up.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Let's get it!
Dropped behind the line. The defense just ate up that play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Brown will run it again. He's tackled at the 10. Not a lot on that play, and so it'll be third down. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Back to pass. Throws it. Interception. And they get him at the 26-yard line. And the defense gets their second of the game.
And Tom, he had that one all the way. You could see it. He was reading the quarterback's eyes and jumped it. Nice play.
He fakes it. Batted away. Troop was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. They line up at the 26. Offset I formation in the backfield. He's looking to throw. The defense has him surrounded. And it's knocked down. And it's batted away at the last minute by the defender.
Just when it looked like the quarterback might sneak that one in there, a late pass defense and a good play.
They might have mistimed the snap on that one.
False start, offense.
He moved a little early on that one.
I used to always think that offensive linemen should go to the line of scrimmage and hold up either one finger or two fingers and look down when they get confused.
Looking to throw. Looks right. Throw. Galloway can't make the catch. Incomplete pass to bring up fourth down. We're probably looking at a field goal attempt right here.
Yeah, fourth and long, really no choice in the matter here. I think they'll go for 3.
The set down. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Here's the kick. Still pushing. They get him at the 33. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception.
Make a play.
Ground is the deep back as they line up in the eye.
Let's go. Blue 45. Blue 45. We're talking about bring it. Let's go. Come on. Keep coming.
Hands it to the back. He's hit hard on the play. Brown gains about a yard on the play.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
Again with the carry. He fights forward to about the 36. The running back gains 2 yards on the carry. They come out in the nickel.
Tiger. Watch the reverse.
Looking to throw. He needs to get the pass off. Brought down at the 43-yard line. That was a decent gain there on the pass.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. He hit that back foot, planted, threw the ball, knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Hey, pick six right here. Pick six. Over. Make out, guys.
Gives it off. Tackled around the 45-yard line. Brown comes away with about 2 yards on the draw play.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Handoff up the middle. They'll finally get him to the ground at the 30. And that guy just showed his breakaway speed there.
Pretty impressive stuff. As a back, you have to just keep slamming it in there, believing that hole's going to be there eventually. That time it was, and he took advantage.
1st and 10. Ball on the 30. Brown lines up as the single back. McCown with the give. He's dropped right around the 24-yard line. Brown gains about 5 yards on the run. Second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 25. McCown is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide.
388. Regular.
McCown will look to pass. Gets the pass away. He cuts back the other way. They finally get him, and it looked like he would score, but instead they'll set it up with 1st and goal. They line up in the red zone for the first time today. And they'll run him again. And they get him right around the 6-yard line. A yard, maybe 2, on the carry. 6 more yards for the score. The defense sets up in the nickel.
Turbo, Simba, peel one finger. Hey, regular. 48. Let's roll. 48. Come on, G.
There's a play fake. He's going to take off. He's tackled at the 2. He scrambles and picks up 5. They'll line it up just inches away from the goal line. It's 3rd and goal. Sets up the play action. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
The snap, set down, the kick is up. And here's your drive summary for that last series. The kick is away. Layton from the 5. He's tackled at the 25. The offense takes the field, hoping to come away with more than just a field goal on this drive. Garcia is under center. 4 receivers wide this time. And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line. They pick up 2 yards.
Ouch. You take too many shots like that as a running back, you start peeking around a little bit before you get that football.
Here we go. 390. Hey, come on. Regular.
Back to throw. Not much time to throw. Can't stay in bounds, incomplete pass. It looked like he tried to drag his feet as he was going out, but he couldn't get him down.
You know, and sometimes that happens. The quarterback put it in a spot where only he could catch it. The problem was the ball was just a little off target.
Tampa Bay uses motion. He drops back to pass. Passes to his left. Tackled at the 30. Despite the great effort, it will still bring up 4th. Again is the deep man awaiting the return. Bidwell will punt it, and he absolutely boomed it. Again, fields it at the 30. He's dropped at the 30. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there.
Yeah, he really didn't have much of a chance at all to make anything happen there. I mean, I know this guy's a dangerous punt return guy, but you can't do it on your own.
48. Watch the run now. Watch the run. Left smash free.
Give to the tailback. Brought down around the 32-yard line. And he gets a yard on the run. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 32-yard line. They line up in a one-back set.
Cut. Blue 45. Blue 45. Left. Hey, come on. Yeah. 56. Cut.
On play action. Short throw to the right. He steps out around the 34-yard line. A couple of yards there. 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on their own 34. Nickelback is in on this play. and they use motion. Looking for a receiver. Pass is complete. A good play fake that time.
It really was. I didn't see it. I thought it was a run play. He pulled it out of there and came up with a nice gain.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He's brought down around the 46-yard line. Ground gains about a yard on the play. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 46. The Dolphins line up in an I formation. He's dropped at about the 39-yard line. 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down. 4 yards for a first here on 3rd down. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
They go with the run. And they're not going to get it. Great stop. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
He gets it away. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. Offset I formation in the backfield. Askew gets the carry. Brought down at the 25. They get 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Garcia lines up under center. Only one in the backfield this time. Here's a little draw play. And they get him at the 31. 6-yard gain. 1st down, 10 to go. They'll come out in the shotgun.
Here we go. 398. 398.
Little handoff. He's dropped at about the 31. Gain of less than a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Tampa Bay lines up in the offset I this time. Garcia doesn't like what he sees. They hand it off. Hit and dropped behind the line, and they were not able to get much there.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. But when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
From their own 31-yard line. The offense lines this one up in shotgun with 2 tight ends.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Goes through his read. Makes the grab. He's tackled at about the 33-yard line. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. He punts it. Again, fields it at the 26. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. The defender gets him to the ground. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Close, open right. Here we go.
Again with the run. Gains his way to the 39-yard line.
With the carry.
They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9. 3rd and a yard now. Ball on their own 39. McCown comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Get your hands up front.
Jam free.
There's a play fake. Guns it out. And they get him at the 49-yard line. Oh boy, that's a nice play on 3rd down.
Clutch play by the receiver that time on 3rd down. As a receiver, you really have to just flat out want the ball in that situation. You can tell that this guy really does.
Tango off the top. Tango off the top. Let's go, D.
They go with the toss. They tackle him for a loss. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
Left, 21. Come on, little hustle.
48. Reload. 48. In the wall. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Nice play fake. Throws while on the run. He couldn't hang on to it. A great play by the defense to knock the ball away.
And these defenders have been close all day. You better be careful if you're the quarterback. One of those is going to turn into an interception.
Single back formation, 3 wide receivers.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Scatter. Come on.
Back to pass. Throws to his right. Tipped away. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Fields kicks it away. And did he ever get a hold of this one? And they'll down it at the 2-yard line. He did everything that was asked of him on that punt.
Yeah, that was a great job. He kept it in the field of play. It was downed inside his opponent's territory. All the return man really could do in that situation is just get out of the way.
Play fake. Looking for an open man. Out of bounds, incomplete. The quarterback led the receiver just a little too much.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
They come out in a goal line set. Gives it off. And he's drilled at the 5. Graham gets 3 yards on the play.
That was a big shot right there. You talk about getting your bell rung. That was the Liberty Bell ringing that time.
190.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
Tiger. Yeah, we see that screen.
Looking to throw. Scans the field. Pass is off target. Not much of an offensive series that time. 3 and out after the incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, and there is some cumulative effect of those 3 and out series because they do tend to wear out your defense, which has to come right back out on the field now.
Punts it. Makes the fair catch. They were forced to punt on their last drive.
Man, let me tell you something, homeboy. I know.
The offense will take over at the 46-yard line. 1st down now and 10 to go.
Overwatch, red man.
Green 88. Green 88. Hang on. Empty. We're gonna run.
Fargo.
Setting up play action. Is there for the catch. Gain of 10.
Gain of 10.
From the 36-yard line. The Dolphins line up with an offset eye backfield. McCown gives it up the middle. Makes a cut. And he will be hit and dropped. Looked for a seam, but he wasn't able to find anything.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Sets up the play action with the catch. Tackled at the 20-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the 1st down, didn't he?
He really did. And when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, They don't move their arm any faster. You see them driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Let's go right. Right.
He throws a bullet out to his right. Phillips has the interception. And the safety made a really nice play on the ball to grab that interception.
You know, this safety is known for his big hits, but that time it was his soft hands that made the difference.
Other side.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get off. Turn over, dude.
Feeds it to the back. He fights forward to about the 43. They get 2 yards. That brings up second down. Garcia lines up under center. Single backfield this time. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Brought down at the 46-yard line. Graham gains about 2 yards on the run. 3rd and 5. Garcia is lined up under center. Single set backfield this time. Garcia gives it up the middle. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. And they get no push for the offensive line.
Oh, yeah, they did. They were all moonwalking on that play. They were pushing. They were just pushing and going backwards.
Here's the kick. He got some distance on it. Down in the end zone for a touchback. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Come on, baby. Dre's line.
Hands it off. And he's crushed at the 18. 2-yard loss.
Boy, a shot like that, not only does it play well on television today, but tomorrow in that defensive film room, it's going to be even better.
Tiger. Let's go.
Run left side. He fights forward to about the 20. Brown picks up 2 yards with the carry. That brings up 3rd and 10. Ball on the 20. McCown is in the gun. 3 wide receivers. McCown set to go to the air. Throws a bullet. And they get him at the 29-yard line. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. Fields is waiting for the snap. He punts it. Hilliard fields it at the 31. Brought down at the 40. And that return should set this offense up nicely.
He did a good job there, finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
Give to the tailback. He's dropped at the 47-yard line. Graham gains 7 yards on that play. 2nd and 3 now. Ball on their own 47. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Back to throw. Flips it out short. And the pass is incomplete. And now the offense will be faced with a 3rd down situation. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. Tampa Bay sets up in the I. It appears to be short. So they tried to push it ahead, but the defense stopped them short of first down.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 30. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive.
Blue 45. Blue 45. I'm trying to get you over there, baby.
Looks to pass. Rockets it out. He's brought down at the 40. Strong, accurate throw leads to a pretty good gain.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Hard count, hard count. Watch the fake, watch the fake. Zero here.
McCown hands it off straight ahead. He's dropped in the open field. He got free and was able to pick up decent yardage on the play.
Nice hold that time by the offensive line and a good burst by the back to take advantage of it, pick up 6 yards and a first down.
28. Go run. 28. Right. Close right.
Brown again. Brought down at the 49-yard line. Brown picks up about 4 yards on the delayed handoff. From their own 49-yard line. McCown lines up in the shotgun formation.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Here we go. Let's go. Let's turn the ball over.
And they get him at the 30. This running back just showed off some nice ability there.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
Back to pass. Throws it short. He's there for the catch. Tackled right around the 22-yard line. Fasano gains 7 yards with the catch. Miami goes with the ace set here.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Let's go. New call.
Ground off the left side. Brought down at the 18-yard line. He got free and was able to pick up decent yardage on the play.
Good blocking, good run, 5 yards and a first down. The chains are moving. This offense is getting it going.
48. Regular. Over. Texas. Man, play 3, man.
On the ground with a tailback. He lost yardage on the play. What can they do to slow his pursuit down?
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
Brown gets the call again, and they get him at the 17. It looks like they picked up a yard or maybe a little less, and so it'll be third down. The Dolphins come out in a shotgun set.
Green 88. We're talking about green 88. Keep coming.
Handoff up the middle. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. This defense is definitely not afraid to use their safeties in run support.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that 8th man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
It's good. I had my doubts about that kick.
Yeah, he just squeezed that one in there, didn't he? I'm sure he's going to be exhaling for about the next 30 seconds.
Not a bad kick. He'll return it from the 3. He's tackled at the 26-yard line. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. The Buccaneers line up with an offset eye backfield. Garcia will hand it off. And he will lose yardage on the play. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks to pass. Looks down the field. Catch is made. They pick up solid yardage there.
And I love to watch this wide receiver work. He is so patient with his routes. He gets down low into his cuts, and he really understands what the defense is trying to do to take him away, and he is working them over.
Looks for a man open. There for the catch. Tackled at about the 39-yard line. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
He drops back to pass. He's under pressure. Makes the catch. And he's knocked out at the 33-yard line. He was lucky to get that one off. He was under a lot of pressure in the pocket.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Play fake. Batted away. Smith was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. 3rd and 3 coming up. Ball on the 33. Offset I formation in the backfield. Throws it out. And he caught it. He's dropped at the 17. That pass is good for a first down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
Come on now. Come on, make a play.
2 minutes left in the half. First down now and 10 to go. Ball on the 17.
Let's go. Stop. Hey, play the run. Let's go. Hey, pick six right here. Leo.
He gets another carry. He makes a move and he's brought down. A nice pickup of about 8 yards.
You know, one of the dangers of blitzing is that if you can break that first line of the defense, now you just don't have the pursuit in behind it to stop the run.
He scrambles away. Scrambles for yardage. Brought down at the 4. They got the first, but he wasn't able to get out of bounds.
Yeah, and those seconds continue to tick away. Now they're going to have to really start to hurry this offense up.
Drops back. He throws right. He gets in for 6. He just makes an easy grab there for 6.
When you have a receiver with that kind of ability, just give him a chance to work one-on-one on the outside. He'll take care of the rest.
So they're ready for the extra point. It's good. Tampa Bay holds a 4-point lead. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Great kick here. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Drops back on first down. Passes on the move. And they get him at the 34-yard line. Just about 5 yards on that completion. Miami lines up in the offset I this time. The Dolphins call a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. It's 2nd and 5 here. A minute left in the half. Back to pass. Defense closing in. He makes a great open field tackle. Nice pass and catch on that play that gets them a lot closer.
Yep, and that's really just the way they drew that one up. You take what the defense gives, looking to move the ball efficiently downfield with intermediate passes.
That was a big-time play by the receiver.
And talking to this receiver earlier this week, he told me he had a lot of plays in the playbook, and he thought he was going to have a big day.
McCown has completed every pass on this drive. Defense pushes him out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Pass completed for a gain of 8. That'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go. Tiger, tiger, tiger. We stop the run first. Go.
McCown is looking to stay perfect on this drive. Almost picked. Hagan was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. They'll line it up again on third down. Let's see if they can keep the drive going here.
Watch the ball. 48. Scatter. Watch the run.
They'll throw for the first. Surveys the field. And it's knocked down. Wilford was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. Fourth down. The Dolphins line up to punt. Fields is set back ready to punt. He'll probably try to pooch this one into the corner. He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They were able to put together a nice drive on their last possession. They'll be looking to make it 2 in a row on this drive.
Bring 98. Hey, don't lose your bite. Here we go.
First down, looking to throw. Oh, and they got him. So I have to ask, what happened on this play?
You know, it's difficult for an offense and an offense's ego to admit that you can't block somebody, but there are certain guys in the league that you just have to commit more people to block, and don't let it bother you. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And we've come to halftime here. The score is 10-6. Here's the kick. He'll take it from the 2. They get him at the 30. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Tight. Toby 32. Come on now. Go.
The halfback with the carry. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Nice stop on that play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Wide. 190. Hey, back. See. Hey, we get ready to play some D, baby.
Drops back. He rolls out to the right. Knocked away. Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while, you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
390.
He drops back, moves to his right, and he catches it. He's dropped at the 43-yard line. He put something extra on that throw, and it'll keep the chains moving.
And that's really what it takes sometimes, because defenders are so quick out there. If you don't put a little extra pop on it, they can get there.
Here we go. 190.
Play fake. Short pass to his left. He's tackled at midfield. Good job locating the gap in the coverage on that play.
You know, that's the kind of pass pattern I used to always love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there.
Garcia dropping back. On the run, he throws it. Great open field tackle. That was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, great throw, but maybe even a better read. He understood by watching what the defense did after the snap of the football exactly where to go with that ball.
Garcia drops back, makes the throw up the middle, and he made a great open field tackle. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and finding the open man.
There's really no better feeling as an offense, especially for the quarterback position, than to take advantage when the defense is trying to blitz you. They're trying to make you nervous, and you just made them pay.
He'll get the call again. Dropped behind the line. Disappointing loss there for the offense.
There are just some guys in this league that you have to run away from, but the danger in that is you run away from him and he uses his speed to catch you from behind.
He needs to make a decision. Dropped an easy one. An excellent job by the defense of disrupting that last play.
And that was really on the wide receiver. Not much of a route, very little separation, and gave the defense a chance to make that play.
He drops back to pass. Looks for a man open. Brings it in. He's finally dragged down, and now it will be first and goal. Tampa Bay with a first and goal with their eyes on going up by 2 scores.
Here we go.
Dumps it out right. Brought down right around the 4-yard line. Graham grabbed that one for a gain of 2. 4 more yards for the score. I formation here. Nice play fake. Crosses the line. And he's decleated at the 3. He scrambled and picked up a couple of yards. It's 3rd and goal from the 2. A score here would make this a 2-possession ball game. They will be short. Got a couple, but will still be short of the mark.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there, the pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
And right down the middle. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. And here's the kick. Breaks a tackle. He wasn't getting away from that one. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Play action. Huge pressure by the defense. It's completed. He's brought down at the 40. And a nice pass to the tight end.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
McCown drops it, and they fall on the loose ball. That one popped out, but they recovered it to retain possession.
And it's not always who has possession when you go to the bottom of one of those piles. It's who comes out with it at the end of that little scrum discussion down there. I've actually been pinched and had my hair pulled at the bottom of one of those piles.
He's tackled at about the 47-yard line. Nice toss that time that'll get them a lot closer.
You know, there's really no doubting this quarterback's physical skills. Sometimes he struggles with his mechanics or accuracy, but I don't think that there's really any issue. This guy has the ability to be an elite quarterback.
McCown hands it left. Tackled right around the 48-yard line. It wasn't a big gain, but it got them enough to convert.
Yeah, the defense really played that one pretty well, but anytime you get in those short yardage situations, you can't allow that ball carrier to fall forward. If he does, typically you pick up the first down.
4-yard gain by the back. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Miami comes out with an I formation.
Here we go. Come on, G.
Brown gets the carry. And they get him at the 42. 4 yards on that play, and that makes it 3rd down. 3rd down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. One-man backfield.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Nice play fake. And it's caught. Brought down around the 35-yard line. And that will be enough for the 1st down.
You know, it really wasn't a horrible call that time by the defense, but anytime you have to try and stop an offense like this in those medium yardage situations, you really have to come up in the coverage.
He'll get the call again. Tackled at the 28-yard line. Pickup of about 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Miami is going with the offset I backfield. Brown gets the call again. And they get him at the 24-yard line. They continue to get 1st downs by running the ball.
Pretty methodical approach right now for this offense. Not only are they picking up 1st downs and grinding out yards, but they're eating up a lot of time on the clock.
Brown gets the carry. Hit and drop behind the line. 1 yard loss for the halfback. It's a 2nd and 11 situation here. Ball on the 26.
Solid, close left. Hey, watch the screen. 48. Come on, baby.
With the pass. Still perfect on the drive. Another fine pass and catch on that play.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.3 40. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
No good. That's a tough miss. He usually makes those kicks. So the score is still the Dolphins 6, the Buccaneers 13. Tampa Bay comes out in the shotgun. 3-9-8. He's running out of time. There for the reception. Brought down at the 40. Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice gain.
Garcia hands it off. He's brought down right around the 40-yard line. Graham picks up a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 41. The backfield is in the offset I formation.
Here we go. 3-9-8. 3-9-8. Come on, y'all. Watch those quick.
They'll give it off here. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Graham gains around 6 yards on the run. 3rd down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a 1st down. Nickel back in this time.
Come on. 190. 190. Hey, regular. Let's go. New
Give to the tailback. Tackled around the 48-yard line. Looks like he might have just gotten enough to convert for the 1st.
I wasn't sure he had that one, but remember, it's not where the ball carrier is. It's where the ball is. That time the officials marked it just across the line.
Again, he'll get the call. He fights forward to about the 46. Graham picks up 2 yards with the carry. Graham is the single setback.
Here we go. Get out. By 90. By 90. Here we go, baby. Chain. Get out.
Graham takes it up the middle, and they get him around the 44-yard line. Graham gains around 3 yards on the run. So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. Garcia lines up in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation.
Bring 90. Get out.
He drops back to pass. Fires deep, right side. Tipped away. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
He punts it into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and they have to be a little frustrated that they couldn't get the ball through the uprights. The Dolphins come out in a 2 tight end set.
Let's go. Keep playing.
Little handoff. He's hammered in the backfield. I don't think the offense expected the safety to come up on the ball like that.
Well, you know the safeties are going to attack the line of scrimmage against the run, but you just don't expect them to get there so soon that they're going to make the tackle in the backfield.
Luke 45. Luke 45. Omaha. Watch the reverse.
Gives it off. He's dropped around the 17-yard line. He barely got it past the line of scrimmage that time. That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 13 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. He's looking to throw. Gets it off. And it's completed. He's tackled at the 35. So on 3rd down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Receivers who can make plays like that on 3rd down tend to have nice, long careers.
Play. Let's go right.
Here we go, Dave.
Watch the ball.
Back to throw. All kinds of pressure. Martin was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. So they'll face a 2nd and 10.
Reload.
Brown alone back.
Watch the switch.
Touch. Luke 45. Watch the out. Come on, dog. Let's go.
There's a play fake, and the defender intercepts it. Inside the 30, down the sideline. And they will finally get their hands on him after he makes the huge catch and run at the 9-yard line. Tampa Bay up by 7 and looking at 1st and goal. Graham alone in the backfield. They're calling an audible. Graham on the give. Brought down just outside the goal line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
Garcia hands it off. Gets in for the touchdown. Graham comes away with a really nice run for the 6. Here's the point after. And the point after is good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick is away from his own goal line. He's tackled at the 30. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. They line up at the 30. The Buccaneers bring in their dime package, only 3 down linemen.
Green 88. Green 88. I'm near. Other side.
Rifles it right. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
I always thought tight ends were sort of like pacifiers for babies, you know, just about the time that you need a little security blanket, you know where to go.
Let's go.
Gives it off. And he just got hammered. A pickup of about 7. That brings up 2nd down. Miami lines up in a double tight set.
Scatter. Big play, D.
And they motion a guy to the right.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
He drops back. Throws it short. He took a shot at the 43-yard line. Martin will pick up a 1st down on the play with the 6-yard reception.
That's such a hard play to try and contain as a defensive player. You simply can't afford to give up the big plays, so you have to give them something, and typically it's those short, quick throws, that time for a 1st down.
They give it to the tailback. What a shot! Look at him go.
You know, scoring 20 touchdowns is impressive anytime you do that, but I think it's particularly impressive in this day and age when most teams are throwing the football more than they're running it. But when you get this kind of a player, you feed him the ball and you let him go.
He lost yardage on the play. Cornerback did a nice job recognizing the play and getting in there for the stop.
For me, there's nothing more impressive in football than to see a cover cornerback able to come up and make the stops on the run. That's a complete football player.
They'll bring the dime backs in.
Hey, inside. Green 88. Green 88. Come on, man. Let's go. Right out. We got bark.
Drops back to pass. Comes down with it. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. The slant pattern is good for an 8-yard gain on the play.
If you're going to play man-to-man coverage against this team, you're going to have to take away that slant route. That time they hit it for a big play.
Blue 45.
McCown back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. What an unbelievable 4th down conversion.
And if you want to know why this quarterback walks around with a little strut, that's exactly why right there. He can make plays like that.
Play action. Throws it short. Pass completed. And they get him around the 13-yard line. Pretty risky throw that time, but it worked, so you won't see many complaints.
Probably the most dangerous throw in football right there. Anytime you see the quarterback throwing across his body like that, back into coverage, when it works, you go, boy, that looks pretty and that's easy to do, and you're always tempted to do it. But how many times have we seen a ball like that picked off?
Great pickup for the 1st on that one.
And really what makes NFL football so special is the ability of these quarterbacks to throw it and these great receivers to catch it. That's just fun to watch.
Into the end zone for a touchdown. Great time to go to the ground, and they scored pretty easily.
Yeah, the running back's always going to get the credit for the touchdown, but those guys up front were simply overpowering on that play. That back just got in behind them, and voila, touchdown.
Kick is up. It's good. So with over 13 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, the score, the Buccaneers 20, the Dolphins 13. Here's the kick. From his own goal line. They get him at the 29-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense. 1st down.
The offense will start at the 44-yard line. 1st down now and 10 to go.
Let's get off the field now. we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go quick games, 44 press.
Give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. Graham only gets about a yard there on the draw. The Buccaneers come out with the offset eye.
Here we go. Here we go. 398.
Defense closing in. Brings this one in. He delivered a nice throw on that drop back, completing it for a pretty good gain.
You know, there aren't many guys who work any harder than this guy, both in the offseason and during the week of practice. He isn't the most physically gifted quarterback I've ever seen, but you can tell the time he puts in the film room, in the weight room, and he understands the game of football.
And it looks short from up here, and that will bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
Punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 25. They were able to score through the air the last time they had the ball. Let's see what they planned for this drive.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Right. Reload. There we go. Come on now.
Here's the give. He didn't get back to the line. Tried to find something, but there wasn't anything there for him.
Yeah, not anything at all. And as a running back, you're probably going back to the huddle going, guys, a little help, please?
Tennessee. Scatter. Rainbow.
They'll keep it on the ground again. Brought down around the 32-yard line. A gain of 8 on the carry.
Let's go, baby.
3rd down, 3 to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Come on.
48.
Out.
48. Friday.
Match. One's a hard count.
With the pass. He's dropped at the 48-yard line. He ran a clean route, and the quarterback got it to him with a good pass. 1st down.
And you can tell there's a lot of confidence between these two guys. The quarterback has faith in these tough situations to go to that receiver and make big plays.
And they get him at the 46-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain.
And you can really see the defensive play calling becoming a little more aggressive now. They're blitzing on passing downs, they'll blitz on run downs, and that can really put a lot of pressure on an offensive line.
Watch the run. Hey, no.
McCown will look to pass. This pass is incomplete. Tight end the target on that play, and that ball was underthrown.
You know, sometimes those underthrown balls can work in favor of the receiver, but not if they're that underthrown.
388. Go get it, baby. Now.
Drops back to pass. Makes the short throw. Brought down at the 42. They were able to complete the pass on the play, but they'll still end up short of the 1st down.
And it's really up to the receiver in that situation to try and split the defenders. He has to find a way to duck a shoulder, to roll his head, to do something to, yes, they got the tackle, but they got it while I was still moving forward and able to pick up the 1st down.
He's dropped at the 34-yard line. These days, you need a back who has good hands.
Yeah, running backs today have to be really complete players. You mentioned the fact they have to be able to catch the football and make plays on the outside, but blocking is so key as well. You have to be able to do it all if you're going to be playing halfback in the NFL.
They give it to the tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play. Nothing doing. They stop him for a loss.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
Another run. He's brought down at the 34. Brown gets about a yard on the play. Big down for the offense as they try to make up the deficit here in the 4th quarter. He's looking to throw. With the throw, completed. And he dropped him in the open field. Some smart football by the quarterback on that last play, and he's now up over 300 yards passing for the game. Well, he's certainly done his part, but the rest of the team's going to have to step things up a notch or two. The kick is up. No good. The coaching staff won't be very happy after that miss. They brought him in for the specific purpose of making those kinds of kicks, and a few more of those misses, he might want to start looking to pack up his house because he might just be out of a job. And the score remains the Dolphins 13, the Buccaneers 20. They go with the run. Tackled at the 37. Graham gains about a yard on the play. They line up at the 37. Garcia is in the gun. 3 wide receivers.
Here we go. Come on, 190.
Garcia drops back. And they got him. What happened to the protection on this one, Chris?
Well, it's becoming pretty obvious at this point that they're having trouble blocking this defensive line. Now you really don't have a choice. You have to go to more 3- and 5-step drops. Get that ball out of there quickly.
Garcia adjusts the play at the line. They hand it off. Brought down at the 33-yard line. What about that play?
Well, I always like to see an offense stay aggressive, I guess. But at least in this situation, it's a fourth quarter. You have the lead. I can understand the call.
He gets it away. Again, fields it at the 30. And they get him right around the 36-yard line. Decent return there. He'll give his offense pretty good field position.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Play action. Short throw to the right. It's a fumble. June recovers the loose ball. That was a huge turnover.
What a tremendous play by the defense. You really began to get the feeling this offense was getting something going. They stripped the football out of there and kill the drive, kill the momentum.
Hands it off. Tackled at about the 47-yard line. Maybe a yard. That'll bring up second down. The Buccaneers come out in the ace formation. Graham will run it again. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. It's third down, 10 yards for a first. Ball on the 48. They line up in a double tight set. Garcia with the give. It's a fumble. And I think one of the big guys fell on it for the defense. That is a very critical turnover.
Oh, you just can't have a bigger mistake than that. You're in complete control of the ball game. You have possession, and you give it right back to them.
They'll throw on first down. Strong throw. No, he drops it. Hagan was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 45-yard line. McCown is lined up under center. He has 2 tight ends.
Come on, little hustle.
Brown gets the carry right side. Brought down at the 47-yard line. 2-yard gain, and so it'll be third down. It's third and long, and at this stage of the game, there isn't much doubt that they'll be looking to the air to convert. Drops back to pass. Looking for an open man. McCown has time to throw. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. They failed to convert, and you've got to think they'll have to go for it this late in the game.
Yeah, that was not what they were looking for on those first 3 downs, and now the pressure really comes to bear on 4th down.
Gets the punt away. And it'll be down at the 4. Not much the return man can do there.
Yeah, he really did the right thing there. That's just to let it go, get out of the way, and really just give the guy credit. It was a good kick, very fortunate bounce. The last thing in the world you want to do in that kind of a situation is to fumble the football, give it up, short field for the other team, and a quick score.
He's dropped at about the 5-yard line. He might have gotten a yard at best, and that will bring up 2nd down. Offset I formation in the backfield. Fullback handoff. He gets out to about the 6-yard line. The fullback gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 now. Ball on the 6. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Drops back to pass. Makes the reception. He's tackled at the 16. And that one will go for a first.
And really top-notch quarterbacks know how to throw a football in there without leading his receiver into trouble. That was a great throw.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
He's under a heavy rush. He's going to run. He's brought down at the 24-yard line. So the quarterback picks up about 8 on the scramble. Tampa Bay lines up in the offset I this time. Setting up play action. Pass is complete. And they get him at about the 47-yard line. Pretty good gain right there.
You have so many people on this offense that you have to account for. The tight ends, the wide receivers, the running backs, even the quarterbacks. And now they're throwing to the fullback. That's almost not fair.
First down now and 10 to go. They'll come out in the I.
Here we go. Inside. Let's turn the ball over. Here we go, baby. Tight.
Garcia looking to throw on first down. What a hit! Looks like someone just missed their assignment on that one.
The tough part for a quarterback is trying to identify who the Mike backer is, because what they want is they want offensive linemen handling the big guys, handling the guy they think may be blitzing, may be rushing on a play. If you misidentify that guy, you can get hit in the back of the head.
Well, they wind up in reverse that time. Good push by the defense.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Here we go. Fight 90. We'll make this run, baby. Get out. Run. You got it. Hey, watch the short run. All right. Come on, y'all. Watch those quick out. Get on, baby. Get on. Hey, right. Get out. Rush. Close up. Come on. Close up. Switch. Move ball. Left.
Here's the halfback. Gains his way to midfield. The defense reacted late on the run, and it almost cost them.
Yeah, he was pretty close to breaking one out of there on that one. That would have been plenty embarrassing. 3rd and very long, and give up a first down on the run. Luckily, they were able to come up and make the tackle just in time.
Gets the punt away. Down in the end zone for a touchback. And that was an excellent chess move by their special teams.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it checkmate just yet, though. They'll probably have a couple more chances to get down the field and try and get back in the game, but it sure would have been a lot easier if they hadn't been buried inside their own 20-yard line.
Scans the field. 2 minutes left in the ball game, and the defender breaks up the play.
Just great position that time on the defensive side. The receiver really never had a chance on that one.
Ground alone back.
Let's go, let's go.
Fargo, Fargo. Fargo.
Let's go, we're up.
Looks to pass. Dumps it out right. And it's incomplete. Third down coming up after that incomplete pass.
Congratulations to the person seated in Section 3.
Pretty obvious passing down here. The offense facing a third and long situation that they need to convert.
Favorite magazine.
The Dolphins put a man in motion to the left. He's looking to throw. Passes to his left. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 22. They'll hurry back to the line. Ground lines up as the single back. The Dolphins just took their first time out. Not much indecision by the coach here. He'll keep the offense out there to go for it. McCown will look to throw. Passes to his right. Barber bats it down.
Play results in a turnover on downs.
From the 22-yard line. Nickel defense.
Screen here, Paul, screen.
He throws left. Is there for the catch. He's pushed out at about the 19-yard line. Nice job of shutting down the first down pass.
Yeah, it looked like that time the defense knew exactly what was coming. They were right there from the outset to make that play.
Garcia hands it off. And they get him about the 15-yard line. 4-yard gain. That'll bring up third down. So it's third down now. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Garcia hands off. And they didn't get it. That play was stuffed from the get-go.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
It's good. And that will make a 2-possession lead.
Just a huge kick in the ball game to go from a 1-possession lead to a 2-possession lead this late in the ball game. Huge kick. Really looks good for his team now.
Again from the 4. Still going. Well, if you believe in miracles, then this game is not over yet. But I'll be honest, I don't see any way they could pull this one out.
Well, I always hate to say it's over with time still on the clock, but this one's over. If you want time to pad the stats a little bit now, a couple of cheap completions, go home and tell Mommy you had a great game.
Looking to throw. Throws it short. He's tackled at the 35. The defense was right there for the stop on the play, not much of a gain at all.
Yeah, let's give a little credit to the coaching staff on that play. You talk all the time about film study and preparation and knowing what the other team is trying to do to you. That time the defense was all over it.
It's completed, but the defense appeared to be waiting for it. Not much there at all.
That's part speed and part anticipation by this defensive unit. They're always in great position, and you'll rarely see them get burned on passes like that.
He drops back. Throws it out. Defender gets his hand on it. The pass was deflected and swatted away by the defender.
I think the quarterback may have had to throw that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. The pressure was starting to get there.
Drops back. Fires it out. Looks like he had it, but it's knocked loose. They'll start this drive at the 35. It's 1st and 10. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. And he'll just kneel it here. From the 37-yard line.
Let's stop it right now.
And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. They take a knee. That brings up 3rd and 13. Ball on the 39-yard line. So this one is all wrapped up. Our final score, the Buccaneers 23, the Dolphins 13.